Okay, time for the business news now with Delano D'Souza. Delano, good morning to you.
Morning, Rochelle.
Starting out with a rare form of boardroom drama coming out of India.
It's very rare indeed, Rochelle. The Tata Group has been hitting back at its former chairman, who was ousted in a surprise move early this week. Tata has been taking aim at a leaked email sent from Cyrus Mistry after his ouster. It accuses his predecessor of undermining his leadership and alleges 5 of Tata's businesses face asset write-downs totaling $18 billion. Cyrus Mistry's allegations have raised questions of corporate governance practices at one of India's oldest and largest conglomerates. Josh Vardy reports.
Ejected from the head of one of India's most revered conglomerates and now accused of malice for an extraordinary 5-page letter of rage. Former Tata chairman Cyrus Mistry's blistering letter accused the board of failures that could result in write-downs worth $18 billion. He also claimed of excessive interference by Ratan Tata, the company's patriarch, who personally appointed Mistry and has now come out of retirement to act as a temporary caretaker. The company returned fire with a bullet-pointed 8-paragraph response rejecting Mistry's claims.
I don't see any reason to have allegations and counter-allegations. Naturally, confidence is lost not by quantifiable or measurable factors, but by a combination of ethical, moral, principle, propriety, economic, managerial and corporate reasons. So I think this approach of kind of maligning and bad-mouthing should stop.
The leaked accusations in Mistry's letter and the resulting war of words have hit Tata's profits, according to analysts.
He has raised so many things about the entire group, especially financial condition of the group. So that has made investors very nervous.
This type of public confrontation is rare in the Indian business world. Tata Sons has only had 6 chairmen since it was founded in 1868. In his time as chairman, Ratan Tata oversaw deals like the $12 billion acquisition of Chorus and the purchase of Jaguar Land Rover. Tata executives said Mistry's time as chairman had been a radical departure from the culture and the ethos of the group.
All right, Delano, how are the markets over in Asia set to end the week?
Well, it's a mixed picture at this hour in Asia. The Nikkei over in Japan has ended the session in the green, up 0.7%. The Shanghai Composite, meanwhile, is trading completely flat at this hour, while the Hang Seng in Hong Kong is trading down around 0.9%. Here in Europe, stocks have just begun the trading day. The CAC 40 opening up down 0.5%. This after data showed the French economy grew just 0.2% in the third quarter, meaning the growth rate of 1.5% set out by the government for 2016 will be nearly impossible to achieve. Negative start to the session elsewhere on the continent. Let's take a look at some of the other stories we're tracking for you now. And Amazon says high spending on warehouses and video production will weigh on its profits in the holiday quarter. The e-commerce giant is investing heavily to speed up delivery systems in the US and around the world. Amazon says operating income in the fourth quarter could range from nothing at all to $1.25 billion. Google's parent company Alphabet beat analyst estimates in the third quarter. Strong advertising on mobile devices and YouTube sent net income soaring 27% to $5.06 billion. Revenues also rose 20%, making it the company's 7th straight quarter of double-digit growth. Investors were left pleased after Alphabet announced a share buyback of $7 billion. And General Electric is in talks to buy oilfield services firm Baker Hughes. The company struck a deal to be acquired by Halliburton for $34.6 billion in 2014, but the transaction for Baker Hughes died early this year after the Justice Department filed a lawsuit to block the merger on antitrust grounds. Texas-based Baker Hughes has a market value of $23 billion and could go for as much as $30 billion in a takeover.
And finally, Apple has refreshed its MacBook Pro.
So to speak, the company has finally added touch functions to its laptops, hoping to spark consumer interest. Now, the touch bar, as it's called, will change according to the app or website that's open. Users will see words as they type or be able to scroll through for emojis, something iPhone users will know all too well.
One of the most exciting things for me is seeing that they're taking the simplicity that consumers have come to expect on a smartphone, and they're bringing that into that laptop experience. When you see a software-based interface like this, you can begin to imagine a future where this isn't just on a laptop or just on a smartphone, but is on other connected devices or other appliances in the home.
Well, I can't even get my Mac to work as is, so
$1,700. That's a price tag.
so I don't know if I'm gonna, flash the cash for a new function that, I don't
May or
know.
may not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that, Delano. Delano D'Souza with the Business Roundup.